you don't like seafood, this kick-ass sea bass will change your mind for sure. So today we're gonna be making some Chilean sea bass here. We're gonna be topping it with some saffron beurre blanc. We're gonna be running it with some rice pilaf and some snap peas as well. So for your ingredients, obviously you're gonna need your saffron, minced shallots and garlic here, some diced up butter. And we're gonna be using saffron today. This is it's one of the most expensive spices in the world, and it's very strong stuff. So we're only gonna be using a tiny bit here today. If you see that, that's barely any there, and that'll make a pretty good sauce there. And then of course, got our nice Chilean sea bass fillet here. Left it with the skin on, personal preference. If you don't like it, you can trim it off. So start, just gonna grab my fillet here. We're gonna go ahead and salt, pepper it right there. I like to do both sides. Oil up your pan, get it nice and hot. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it in and drop it down away from you. There we go. Let that get a nice golden sear on both sides. Give it about a minute or two. And then while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna go ahead and blanch off my snap peas here. So I got a pot of just some hot boiling water here. Just gonna drop it in there for a couple minutes, let them soften up, then we'll saute them afterwards with some salt, pepper, and garlic. So then, once you see it starts to brown up on the sides there, we'll go ahead and give this a flip. See that? That's nice sear. We'll let that skin get nice and crispy as well. So then, to my other pan here, I'm gonna go ahead and cook off these snap peas. Drop those in right there. Try to saute them up right away. Going with some shallots and garlic. Put that back on. Some salt and pepper. We'll add a little bit of butter. Add a little bit more salt here. And this is all to taste. If you like, you know, a lot of garlic, you can add as much as you'd like. You know, salt and pepper to taste, of course, as well. Those should be ready here soon. I'm just gonna turn the heat off and set them aside for now. This fish cooks here. So into another pan here, we're gonna start making our saffron beurre blanc. So just got some white wine. Go ahead and drop that in there. Put a good amount in there. A little bit more. Then right away we'll go in with our shallots and garlic here. Good pinch of both. A little bit more salt, pepper. Going with our saffron right away as well. Now remember, that stuff's really strong there, so really only needs a tiny pinch. And you'll see it starts to change the color right in front of you. And we'll just let that cook down until that wine is pretty much almost completely gone. I want there to be a little bit left in there. So we're gonna let that rest in the pan for a little bit. We'll set this aside, and it'll continue cooking in the hot pan, in the hot oil. So it's always good to pull it off a little bit sooner than when it's ready, because it'll continue cooking to the perfect temp. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat off on this guy. And you can see there's just a tiny bit of wine left in that pan. And we'll go in with our butter here right away. And with the beurre blanc, got to make sure to keep stirring it the entire time. Make sure the fats and the butter don't start to separate, get you like a oily sauce, you know. You also want to be careful not to have your heat on too high, because that will also break your sauce. It'll separate the fats. I always want to taste your stuff as you're going. You know, you can always make modifications. That's really good. We'll add a little bit more salt, pepper. So now that our fish is fully cooked to our desired temperature, we're gonna go ahead and start plating it. Again, all these sides are kind of up to you, you know. These are the vegetables that I'm choosing to plate. You can put whatever side you like on it. Going with our rice pilaf here. It's just a little bit of long grain brown rice with some vegetables cut up into it. You got some carrots, celery, onions. So go ahead and drop that in here as well. Coming with that Chilean Seabass here, just like that. And we have our saffron beurre blanc here. We'll go ahead and top our fish up. So then there you have it. That's our Chilean Seabass here, topped off with a little bit of saffron beurre blanc. Got some snap peas and pilaf rice. This is one delicious fish. Like I said, this will change your mind if you don't like seafood. So tender, I don't even need a fork. So that's really good. That saffron, you can taste it, but it's not too overpowering. Like I said, we only use a tiny pinch, and it creates this really good flavor. Pairs along really well with this fish. Thank you guys again for watching. Click our link down in the description if you want to make a reservation to our restaurant. Make sure to follow all of our social media so you can keep up with what's going on here at the restaurant. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a good one.